Hey Gemini, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading. For anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Gemini, it's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. So, looking at this snake, this is Earth energy. A person may be an Earth sign. It's not a whole lot to go off of with this one card, but they might be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I think what's most important about this is on the surface, your person is pretty charismatic. I think your person is kind of somebody who draws a lot of attention. They might be very attractive. They might be super funny. They're kind of the life of the party. Even if they are not very outgoing, they definitely have their little group of friends that they hang around with, or in a smaller setting, they can be quite charismatic. They can show that part of themselves that's kind of outgoing and funny and kind of magnetic in a way. I do think this person has a certain amount of charm to them. There's something charming about them. If not in general, they have definitely charmed you. I feel like they use their charm when it comes to you. This snake card also makes me think of potential and maybe untapped potential. So I think that in your case, you may see this person as somebody who has a lot of untapped potential, somebody who could go really far, but maybe doesn't apply themselves always. It might just be that you see them in this connection as somebody who could be exactly what you need. This connection has a lot of potential. They have a lot to offer, and they've already shown that to you, but then they tend to move in ways that makes it so that it comes across as untapped potential, as something that you weren't able to explore. Let's look a little bit at their hidden feelings with this black egg. So I think with this card coming out in the hidden feelings portion, what I'm really picking up on here is that the charisma that you see in this person, the way that you feel about them, it is all a front. Like, this is somebody who really puts on a good front when it comes to feeling carefree, seeming like they're really confident, seeming like they can just kind of like go into any place and just make it happen, you know, have all eyes on them. It's really a front, and I don't know if you're aware of that about them. So you may see them as super confident, as really thinking highly of themselves, and to them that's not always the case. I think that's not usually the case. I think that they are really starting to come to terms with who they truly are. So they may have worn a mask through their whole lives. They may have been that person that kind of pretended to like certain things, or to have a certain personality to fit in with people when they were growing up, and that's something that they brought into adulthood, so they look like they effortlessly fit in with people, but really there's kind of a disconnect for them because they're just coming to terms with who they really are. They're just letting themselves even see who they really are. This is someone who might be very creative, so there's a lot of potential here with this this snake and with the egg. The egg kind of represents potential. In this case, maybe untapped, but maybe not. Definitely, like, this egg is going to hatch something. Like, this person wants to give birth to something. They want to let something out into the world. And the snake is really guarding something quite special here. So there's something inside of this person, definitely, that they want to explore. And this might not have been something that they let themselves know about until recently. So this is just really important for you to keep in mind. On the surface, they can seem really confident. They can seem very sure of what they want. They can maybe even come to you and approach you in direct ways at times. But there's this hidden part of themselves that is kind of untapped and unsure, that will cause them to hesitate and to pull back. And that's really because they just aren't really even comfortable with who they are. There's definitely a feeling that they don't believe that they're good enough for you at all. They are not as confident as they seem. I think that is definitely something to keep in mind. If this person is coming across to you as like super confident, they can do whatever they want, they can have whatever they want, they can go wherever they want, that is what they will project, but that is not how they feel inside. Let's take a look at your oracle cards and get more of an idea about this connection, and maybe about this person and how they feel. We have flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Okay. You deserve love. You are lovable. We have sleek black. And balance, number 35. So I do think this person is trying to find some balance when it comes to this connection. I think they might be trying to balance and reconcile what they feel inside versus what they are able to express. If they are not feeling so much confidence, and on the inside they're feeling just very, I don't want to say weak, but it's like they feel very vulnerable on the inside. On the outside they project something that, like, you would not guess that they feel that vulnerable. I think they're trying to figure out how to balance that energy. And then the number 35, that reduces to an 8. So again, we're dealing with like some even numbers, some balanced energies here. There's a balance about this connection. There might be like you feel balanced around this person and they feel balanced around you. It feels like it all balances out, like it weighs out in some way, because we're going to kind of get to the other side of that. But I do think that this person is trying to find balance. It's interesting too, you had yin, and then this balance card shows the yin yang symbol here. So yeah, there's definitely something here. There's something, this symbol might be significant to you. There might be like a yin, yang, or yang, however you want to pronounce it, type of connection in your relationship. But there is something here about balancing energies, about the difference between a receptive energy and a more dominant or forceful, straightforward energy. There is something about that needing to balance out. Now, let's get into this, because I can't answer this myself, but you would know. It's like, why do I get player vibes from this person? Like, for some of you, this person is a hardcore player, or at least you feel this way about them. And this could be part of that front that they put up. They might really act like they are such a player, like they're so charismatic, like everybody wants them, or they can have whoever they want. There is a vibe of a player energy here. And it really might not be how they move through the world like all the time, but this is definitely how you feel like they're approaching you sometimes. So this person has like smooth talker, suave energy, hardcore, like knowing this about them, knowing that this black egg resides behind the snake. I know that that is not true about them. That is not their true selves, but I do think that they lead with that. They're leading with this charming aspect. If nothing else, they charmed the pants right off of you. They really know the right thing to say. I feel like this is a person that kind of comes into your life sometimes and they say all the right things. They're very flirtatious with you. They are maybe a little bit forward sexually. Maybe you even explore a sexual relationship with this person if that's how your connection is going. And then they'll kind of dip out on you. And yeah, that I'm kind of getting pissed. I'm just tapping into this energy. It's frustrating. It's so irritating. Like, this is maybe somebody who calls and wants to hook up. They call after they've been drinking. They call when they're just, you know, feeling themselves, because the reason they're doing that is because they're feeling you. And now that you're not in contact with them, it can be really difficult, like, to come to terms with any way that you may have opened up to this person or expressed yourself to this person, because when they pull away, it makes you feel like a little bit uneasy about that. So yeah, they are highly, highly attracted to you. And I think that might be the issue for them, is that they are so attracted to you that they can't always stay away. And if they do stay away for long periods of time, they're doing that because they know that the physical attraction is too much for them to handle and still stay pulled away. Like, they will try to connect with you in a physical way. They will flirt with you. They will make it known that they have feelings for you, which I think is what's so frustrating to you, because when you're around them or when you've been around them, they have made it known that they like you. They have made it known that they are attracted to you. They flirt with you, and then they disappear. So that's annoying. You guys, that's really annoying. Let's look at some of these other cards, because I am annoyed by this person, and you might be too, but I'll tell you right now, this is not a bad person at all. I don't think this is a bad person. I think they're doing some stuff that's like super annoying, and that's pretty much the extent of it. So with this yin energy coming through in your connection, here's what I will say to you. You are in a place now where you want them to make the next move towards you. You are not looking to chase after this person. If you felt like you did that in the past, it's like you're so over that. At this point, it's like, if this is going to happen, they're going to have to make a move toward me. They're going to have to make themselves known in a real way, not just some flirtatious way or not just a casual hookup or something. Like, in a real way, they are going to have to come forward. I think you've put enough energy into this, and now it's time for you to be receptive. It's time for you to receive what you are really looking for in this connection. I also think that you are ready to accept this love. I feel like you're getting more in touch with your your self-worth. So you're able to move on and explore the things that you want to explore, or care for yourself in a meaningful way. Like, you're not letting your self-worth be dependent on how this person is responding and reacting, or what moves they're making, but you're totally ready and receptive. You're open to the idea of them coming into your life. If they show up, you're totally ready to receive it. I think you are holding back, though. There's like, it's not holding back in a way of like you're being stuck. You're not stuck. You're taking care of yourself and you're doing what you need to do. And you're just more in an energy of allowing something to flow to you. So if they come, if they show up in the right way, you're totally receptive to that energy flowing. So that's a good thing. Because you're open to the connection. It's a really good thing. I just keep going back to this flirtatious behavior, though, because I feel like it is really frustrating. I think you might wonder, too, if they're that flirty with other people, if they're so forward with other people. I don't think so. I think that to a certain extent, yeah, they can be flirty by nature because it's the mask that they wear. So it's kind of like they have to be because that's the persona. But no, they're not, because they really don't believe in themselves enough. And in your connection in particular, they're so freaked out that they aren't able to offer you what you deserve. They are really, really freaked out that they can never amount to what you want. And I think that at this point, they know they're in the position where they need to come forward towards you, which makes it even harder because they don't believe that they're good enough. And they have to get up enough nerve to confront you, to tell you how they feel, all while struggling with this inner belief, like struggling with the idea that they could even deserve you. I love this balance energy, though, because I think that this is what you're moving toward. I think that you are evaluating if you're getting as much out of this relationship as you've been putting in, and kind of reserving your energy. I won't say holding back, because I don't feel you being very guarded from this person, but you're kind of reserving your energy. Like you're evaluating that. Like, am I getting what I'm putting in? And just kind of reserving it a little bit, like keeping it safe, keeping it warm for when this person does want to show up, but you're just not as outward with your expressions at this point. This "you deserve love" card, I really think this is you. It's both of you, really. You are coming to terms with the fact that you deserve a certain kind of love. You deserve the type of love that you have envisioned. You deserve the type of love that you may have even let this person know you want. Not this in and out kind of relationship. Not somebody who's just really calling for a hookup, or just calling to be physical with you, or calling to spend one night with you and then disappearing again. You deserve a deeper kind of love. And I think this person does want to give that to you, but they have to work on their feelings of being deserving before they're going to be able to offer that to you. And I think that that's why this card is really speaking to both of you. They may seem like a person who wants to hold back love from you, who doesn't want to give you what you've asked for, but in reality, they are somebody who really struggles with knowing that they deserve that kind of love in their life as well. So I do want you to kind of like keep your standards in place here, keep everything in check, but kind of understand that this person, when they're being distant, or like they're expressing physical desire towards you and then they disappear. It's not a malicious action. I'm not getting anything malicious here. We're going to look in the tarot and see kind of like what's going on, but it's not malicious. It's more that they can't really resist the connection, especially when it comes to physical. I think you kind of woke them up when it comes to their sexual energy. They feel the most alive and awake and like turned on when they're around you. And it's really difficult for them to hold back when it comes to that. But they're not doing it on purpose. And if anything, they try to stay away from you because they know that they can't control themselves. Like at the very least, they're going to flirt with you. They can't help it. Okay, let's look into this connection. This person though, like these player vibes, it's kind of funny to me. It's frustrating, and I know it's probably really frustrating for you, but I don't think that this person is a player at all. Like in their heart, they just have kind of a charming, charismatic nature about them. And it might also be, like we were talking about, if they're a very creative person, it might be that their creative works draw a lot of attention, and they kind of like, they get a lot of attention, they get a lot of recognition for it, and they kind of just feed off of that. They kind of like lead with that because it's an area that they can feel confident. Okay, we had the 8 of Wands, 4 of Swords. Let's get more. Yeah, I think there are certain areas that they can feel confident in, and other areas where they really don't. They really feel quite insecure, and I think that's, when it comes to you, they feel really insecure. Okay, had the 3 of Cups. Pretty sure that came out in reverse, so I'm going to leave that. I would like one more card. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So we're dealing with some fast-moving energy when it comes to this person. Now, this will vary depending on what your situation is, but it's like, I'm pretty sure that this energy here is describing kind of how they have in the past popped in and out of your life. Because they'll come in pretty fast, and they'll come in kind of hot and heavy. They'll come in flirting or wanting to hook up. And then they will pull back and disappear, kind of take some time for themselves. You might not realize that they're taking time for themselves, but that's what they're doing. They're kind of recuperating, they're resting, because it's a lot for them to even be around you. And that's where this frustration is coming from. It's like this fast-moving 8 of Wands energy, and then they just totally, dip out. It really is frustrating. Just even tapping into it, it's really frustrating. They will retreat after they do that. Let's get some clarity on the 8 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. Let's see what's going on there. Okay. We had the Knight of Wands come out to clarify that. So again, they lead with their passion. They come towards you leading with passion. With this Knight of Wands energy, really fast-moving energy, very, for a lot of you, really sexually driven energy. If that's the type of relationship that you have with this person, it can be really passionate, very flirtatious energy, and they come in really, really fast. I think this is what they want to do. This retreat kind of feeling, this feeling of kind of taking cover after they have approached you, and at this point maybe they've taken cover for a long time, that's not the energy that they want to be bringing to this connection. They want to move towards you. They want to tell you how they feel. They want to express, but they end up getting really in their heads about it. And I think that bottom of the deck energy, 5 of Cups, yeah, they get really in their head. They feel almost like they've lost you before they've ever had you. Or if you've been with this person before, they feel like they lost you for good in the past. And it's just hard for them to deal with. They feel a lot of sorrow around this connection, and they end up retreating. And it's really because they don't feel good enough. So then we had, we got clarity on that already. We had the Three of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles come out in reverse. So, it just seems like, let's get some clarity. Let's get clarity on that. Ace of Pentacles in reverse again. Okay. And the Four of Wands. This is really confusing energy, and I think that that might be what you feel from this person. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, coming out to clarify. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I just think that this is like, this person doesn't feel like they can offer you something solid. They don't feel like they're good enough for you. And for some of you, because it's this Pentacles energy, and because there's so much doubt in this person's mind, this could have to do with financial matters. This might be somebody who doesn't feel like they are well established enough to offer you something stable, and they don't feel like they're good enough for you. It doesn't have to be financial, but for a lot of you, it is. It's like they want to give you more. They want to be able to buy you that house, that ring, all of that. This Four of Wands coming out, they want that happy home life with you. And that's what they think about, but they also just feel like it's not time to celebrate. Like it's not time to do this. It's not time to gather. It's not time to kind of embrace. I feel like they don't feel like they have any support when it comes to this, like trying to reconcile these feelings. But yeah, they just are not feeling like they can offer you what you need, which might be material. It might be emotionally, they don't feel like they can offer you what you need, but this person definitely just does not feel good enough for you. And that's what's on their mind a lot of the time. Wow, you guys. Yeah, there's so much doubt coming through here. So I think I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, I almost want to look deeper into this, but I think that it's actually pretty clear. It's kind of confusing because their energy is confusing anyway because they are so hot and cold, but what they want is this Knight of Wands energy. They want this Four of Wands energy, and you see all this energy that comes your direction from them with this flirt card and everything. It's very fiery energy. Eight of Wands. Very fiery, passionate energy because the sexual attraction is there and they think about you a lot in that way. They want to offer you something more real and they are not feeling good enough. So I'm going to leave it there, group 2. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave me a thumbs up and a comment down below and let me know. And consider subscribing if you feel called to do that. I will see you in your next reading. Bye.